Hola, estudiantes. Good morning, students. Hopefully, you guys are well as you're watching this video. So, let's go ahead and get ready for the preterite tense, but stem changing verbs. So, we know and we're very familiar with stem changers in the present tense, but now we got to get familiar with stem changers in the past, in the preterite. So, preterites of ear stem changing or IR stem changing verbs. It says, you know that stem changes in the present tense take place in all forms except nosotros and vosotros. You know that if it's a stem changing verb, you would have to stem all the forms except those two. And when you circle them, they kind of look like a boot. Remember when we talked about boot verbs? So preferir would be an E to IE stem changing verb. It's an IR verb at the end, but it stems E to IE. You would say something in the present tense like I prefiero ver programas deportistas. I prefer to watch sports programs. You have another word like pedir, which is to order or ask for. Pedimos los espaguetis, right? We no change because it's in the nosotros form. We ordered spaghetti. Dormir is an IR verb, but it's an O to UE stem changing verb, right? Remember, these are all IR verbs. Los hermanos duermen tarde. Okay, this is all present tense. They sleep. I stemmed O to UE. Now, we're going to talk about the preterite stem changing, and these aren't shoe verbs or boot verbs, but these are called flip-flops because they only stem on the bottom two, kind of flat like a flip-flop. So it says in the preterite, ir or IR verbs like preferir, pedir, and dormir also have a stem change, but only in the usted, el, ella, and the ustedes, ellos, ellas forms. So the bottom two, the he, she, you formal, and the you, all, they form. Okay. So you're not going to do the whole boot and do everything. You're only going to stem the bottom two. Okay. You don't have to stem everything else anymore. So in these forms, E changes to I and O changes to U. That's it. There's no E to IE like there is in the present tense. So those are the two forms, E to I and O to U. And that's it. Not UE, but just U. So, preterites of IR stem changing verbs. Mi mamá se aburrió y se durmió durante la película. Notice dormir, I changed O to U, and then I have the preterite ending. He, she slept, fell asleep, right? It's an IO because it's an IR verb. Mi mamá se aburrió y se durmió durante la película. My mom got bored and fell asleep during the movie. Mis padres prefirieron. So preferir in the present tense used to be an E to IE. In the preterite, it's just E to I. And so notice it's the E right here, prefirieron. The E that used to be close to the IR, closest to the IR, right? There it is. And then the yeron for the they. Mis padres prefirieron ver el concurso de belleza. They preferred to watch the beauty pageant. Concurso de belleza. En la liga compitieron los mejores equipos de México. So instead of competir was the IR verb, and I stemmed E to I in the preterite. It's they, so it does stem. Okay, they and she, these stem. And it says in the league, the best teams of Mexico competed. Right, past tense. Dieron is they form in the preterite. Preferir, ir I, preferí, preferiste, prefirió. So notice didn't stem, stemmed. Preferimos, preferisteis, and then prefirieron. Didn't stem, stemmed. So again, the flip-flop. Only the bottom stem in the preterite tense. So pedir would be I ordered, pedí, or I asked. You ordered and you asked, pediste. He ordered or he asked, pidió. Notice the E's changed to I in the he, she form. We ordered, pedimos. Y'all ordered, pedisteis. And they ordered, pidieron. The E changed to I again, just the bottom two, the flip-flop. Dormir, O to you. Dormí, dormiste, durmió. Okay, he, she form, you instead of an O. Dormimos, dormisteis, durmieron. Okay, so there's the yeron ending for they and the you instead of an O. And notice only on the bottom two. Okay. Preterites of IR stem changing verbs. We got note the special spelling of the preterite forms of reír. Reír is to laugh. Reír is it going to be I? Reí. Okay, so IR is the ending, and no stem on the yo form, no stem on the tu form, reíste, but check out the he, she, río, okay? Because it's an IR verb, the ending was going to be IO anyways, so that E to I, it happens, but technically it's just the ending, okay? Because you're not going to put two I's next to each other. So it's kind of a little bit irregular, but there it is. He laughed or she laughed, río. Reímos, reísteis, and there's rieron. Technically, rieron is the ending for an IR verb for they, but it also looks like that E stem to I. Okay, so be careful with reír. Reír is weird. It's one of those irregular things. But yeah, so he laughed, río, they laughed, rieron. And that's it. So hopefully this helps you guys understand how to mess with preterite tense IR verbs and in the stem changing world. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to text me and message me, whatever you need. I'm here to help you, okay? I love you guys so much. I miss you. Hopefully this ends pretty soon because I'm getting really tired about it. I'm really tired of it. Can't wait to have just a normal class again so I can be my normal teacher self. Miss you guys. Love you. Hopefully we'll talk soon, okay? Ask me any questions. Ciao. Adios. If I can find where to... Oh, here we go. Adios. Ciao.